Dear students, in this lecture video, we study about the other types of power reactors, that is heavy water cooled and moderated reactors. The another name of this type of reactor is Kundu type reactors. The one more name for this type of reactor is pressurized heavy water reactors. It is very important types of the reactors. In this lecture video, we detailed studied the Kundu type reactors. Why it is called as a Kundu type reactors means the Kundu reactor that is designed by the Atomic Energy Canada Limited, that is AECL. Then alternative to another reactor design which are use slightly enriched uranium, that is 2 to 5% of uranium 235. That's why the heavy water cooled moderator reactor is called as a Kundu type reactors. The another name for this type of reactor is pressurized heavy water reactor. The abbreviation is PHWR. The word Kundu stands for Canadian Deuterium Uranium. Deuterium uranium. That's why it is a Kundu. Kundu CAN. Canadian la CAN. Deuterium la you can take only D and then uranium la U. So finally Kundu. Because in university question paper, some evaluators said the question explain the operation of the Kundu type reactors with neat sketch means you studied heavy water cooled and moderator. Kundu type means what? Don't confuse it, both are same only. Some depending upon the question paper setter, they are using any one name. So here three name is there. One is heavy water cooled and moderator reactor, Kundu type reactor, pressurized heavy water reactors. The Kundu allows the more local input which do not have the capability to cast a pressure vessel. The Kundu fuel contains uranium dioxide with natural uranium, that is 0.7% uranium 235. The Kundu reactor is cheaper to fuel and can theoretically give higher lifetime capacity factors. This is the advantages of the Kundu type reactors. Then the Kundu design consists of horizontal calandria, that is the vessel, the name, which has the tubes for the fuel rods and cooling water. The heavy water is used as a cooling water. The heavy water is represented by D2O. D2O means deuterium oxide, which is used, it is represented as heavy water. The heavy water only is act as a moderator to slow down the neutrons. The heavy water consists of two atoms of deuterium. That's why D2. D2 means two atoms of deuterium. That is non-radioactive isotope of hydrogen and then one atom of hydrogen. That's why represented D2O. O is nothing but one atom of oxygen. D2 means two atoms of deuterium. That is non-radioactive isotope of hydrogen. The deuterium atoms present about 1.5% of the hydrogen found in the nature. The continuation of Kundu type reactors, the deuterium is more efficient. That is, the D2O is used as a moderator than the light water, which is allowing the use of natural uranium is used as a fuel in this type of reactors. The deuterium separation is added initial input capital cost, which over the plant lifetime is by the lower natural uranium fuel cost. This is the another merits of Kundu type reactors. The pressurized heavy water reactor is nothing but Kundu type reactor. Is a nuclear power reactor which is commonly used. Unenriched natural uranium is used as a fuel. The heavy water, that is deuterium oxide D2O, is used as a coolant as well as a moderator. The heavy water coolant is kept under pressure, which is allowing it to be heated to higher temperature without boiling. This is very, very important. Then how the pressure is increased with the help of pressurized water reactor. The heavy water is more expensive than the ordinary light water. It is greatly enhanced neutron economy and allowing the reactor to operate without fuel enrichment facilities and generally enhancing the ability of the reactor to efficiently to make the use of alternator fuel cycles. This type of reactors is used in countries where the enriched uranium is not available. In which countries the enriched uranium is not available? Under such situations, we have to use Kundu type reactors. The Kundu type reactors consist of two circuits. One is primary circuits, another one is secondary circuit, which is similar to pressurized water reactor, which is abbreviated by PWR. The coolant heavy water is circulated in the primary circuit and the steam is produced in the secondary circuit, which is transferred the heat in the heat exchanger. In the pressurized water reactor, the reactor cooling pump circulate the heavy water through the reactor to the steam generator in the closed loop. The moderator heavy water system, that means the D2O is used as a moderator. That's why it is called as a moderator heavy water system. Has a separate heat exchanger with a circulation system for cooling the moderator. Now you see the circuit diagram. So the pink color represents the heavy water moderator. The orange color horizontal line is nothing but the fuel rods. The green color border, doubled green color border rectangular line is called as a pressure tube. The outside rectangular, that green color, that is the calandria, that is the vessels. The light black color vertical line is called as a control rods. The outer, the squared, that means green box is called as a concrete shielding. This water pump is nothing but the heavy water pump. This is just water pump only. This is the heat exchanger. This is the steam outlet. This is the water inlet. We already studied here what two circuit is there. Primary circuit as well as the secondary circuit. In the primary circuits, what happened? That means the primary circuits, the coolant heavy water is circulated in the primary circuit. So this is the coolant water. Okay. And then next in the secondary circuit, what is steam is produced? Steam is produced in the secondary circuit. So this is secondary circuit. Heavy water, this is the primary one. Okay. This steam only is used to drive the turbine. Turbine coupled with the generator. So the turbine converts steam energy into mechanical energy. This mechanical energy is used to drive the generator. the generator generates electrical energy. This is the basic principle of heavy water cooled and moderated type reactors. That is, another name is conduit type reactors. The another one is the pressurized heavy water type reactor. It's not a pressurized water, it is a pressurized heavy water reactors. Because pressurized means we are using a pressurized high pressure. The steam is heated at high pressure, and then the heavy water only is used as a moderator, and then this is the water reactor only. That's why it is called as another name, pressurized water reactor. You see, this is also, this diagram also represents the heavy water cooled and moderated type reactor. This is a conduit type reactor only. Okay, you can any one diagram you can draw. Both are same because of the image you can easily identify. This is the reactor, steam generator. This is the turbine generator. This is the circulating water. This is the fuel loading machine. Okay, this is the another image for understanding the conduit type of reactors. So this image also is used. The image also is a heavy water cooled and moderated, that is conduit type reactors only. Okay, now compared to, that means this diagram, compared to this diagram, okay, this diagram is you can easily understand only. You see, this is the reactor, control rod, Canaderia, pressure tube, heavy water moderator. The overall is the reactor. Okay, this is the reactor. Okay, then this is the heavy water coolant path, D2O. So this is the steam generator. This is the light water steam. This is the light water came from the air condenser. This is the condenser. This is the turbine. This is the electric generator. So from the turbine, the exhausted steam comes to condenser. Condenser condenses the water. The condensed water again fed to the heat exchanger. Again the water, that means comes to reactor, then goes to again steam water. The water is converted into steam. That steam comes to turbine, that is used to drive the turbine. The turbine and the generator both are coupled to each other. Then the turbine drives the generator produces the electricity. You can, any diagram you can draw. Then advantages of the conduit type generator. Advantages is the simple reactor control because of the absence of the fuel rod. You see, here the fuel rod is there and here no fuel rod. Control rod is there, no fuel rod. In this diagram you see no fuel rod. So the fuel rod is not used. Control rod only is used. So this way, this is the simple construction. Low fuel consumption. Then no control rods needed. Low pressure vessel only is used. Because you see the low water, the low water steam only is used to drive the that is the turbine. So therefore here low pressure vessel is used, and then more effective in slowing down the neutrons, because the heavy water only is used as a moderator to slow the neutrons, and then the moderator at low temperature only. This is the advantages. And then disadvantages is heavy water is used as a moderator, that is D2O. So therefore the cost is high. Very high standard design. Primary circuit, secondary circuit, no. You already seen in the diagram, no. Here there is no problem of leakage, but the proper safety design is required. Here we never use gas or helium is used as a coolant or moderator. So therefore there is no problem of leakage, but the proper safety design is needed for conduit type reactors. Dear students, I hope that in this lecture video you clearly understood the what is mean by conduit type reactors, what are the other names of these reactors, what is the abbreviation of CONDU, and then why what is the special features of conduit type reactors compared to other types, what is the advantages and disadvantages of conduit type reactors, and then various diagrams I shown because you can easily understand the concept of and working function of uh, heavy water cooled and moderated reactors. Thank you student for watching this video.